Okay, in this next one, we're going to find our trig ratios, which we're going to go back to the SOHCAHTOA, and we're going to go to 4 decimal places. So we want to make sure when we round, we go 4 past the decimal, and then if that 5th number is 5 or higher, we want to round up. So we have our triangle here, and we got sides of 8, 15, and 17. We know that 17 is our hypotenuse. And the reason it's our hypotenuse is because it is directly across from the right angle, and it's also the longest side of the triangle. The hypotenuse is always going to be the biggest side. So if I copy down what I learned from the first slide, SOHCAHTOA, I'm going to use that to set up my ratios. So the sine of P, so that means I'm going to go to angle P, is going to be O over H. Okay, the opposite of angle P is 15, that's the opposite, which means 8 has to be the adjacent. And if you get confused on which one's the opposite and which one's the adjacent, go to your angle, P, and you want what's directly across from it. What's directly across from it is your opposite side, and your adjacent is the one that's touching it. This is part of angle P, so that's your adjacent angle. So if I match up my numbers, the opposite is 15. The hypotenuse is 17. So on my calculator, since we're supposed to round 4 decimal places, I take 15 divided by 17, and if I round correctly, I get 0.8824. Now we're going to move to cosine. Cosine is A over H, adjacent over hypotenuse. And we're still talking about the same angle. So the adjacent side is 8, and the hypotenuse is still 17. So I'm going to take 8 divided by 17, and I end up with 0.4706. And the last one that I want to find is the tangent of P. Tangent is O over A. And we're still talking about angle P. My opposite side is 15. My adjacent side is 8. And if I divide that out, I get 1 point. I still need to go 4 past the decimal point. 8750. And those would be my trig functions for angle P.